about the money and the power. I just want to see shape this vision. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Shift together here from the D-line. First down, Mariota. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
That's caught left side by Jake Butt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Mariota. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And his first pass is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. Well, in tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
It's a pickup of 3 that time, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Able to slither by. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Michael Crabtree from 13 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds. There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing is Mariota. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Mariota on first down. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford, he used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll let this thing go for Sam. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, 34 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start the drive with Lynch. A nice little juke. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Oh, good move. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So that'll back him up 5. Now Carr throwing on second down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 59 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They give it to Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
A first down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They hand off to their big tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Mariota now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down now after the incompletion. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. "51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be 1st and 10, Broncos from deep in their own territory. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it.
So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2nd down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fight. It got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right on the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, Anderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun, Mariota. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aldon Smith able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Second down, Mariota. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. The fullback, Janovich, on the handoff. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Running for it. Here's Anderson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson taking it in. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. They'll
trying to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr now on first down. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Gives to Marshawn. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And they'll try to fire up the running game with C.J. Anderson. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Anunwa's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action now. Mariota. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not net.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion. To throw Mariota. And an alley to run. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, Mariota. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. A first down throw for Mariota. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Truthfully, I thought the offensive line did an excellent job on that play. We know they can only hold off pass rushers for so long. I thought they did a great job keeping him at bay for a long, long time, even though he was hit at the end of that play.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Third and long here for Mariota. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Mariota now from the 50. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And McManus able to put it through, and that will close the gap down to 14. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And I think the Broncos have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Mariota now to throw on first down. Screen play, Anderson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Mariota on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Randall Cobb from 21 yards away. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. He's at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much, Lester?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw is Mariota. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. First down, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Carr going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Hicks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.